A team known for their historical lack of success, Tottenham is struggling big time right now. Media controversy constantly surrounds the club, with some fans even calling for their manager to be sacked. But does our Aussie brother, our Aussie brethren, Ange Postecoglou really deserve it? Let's break it down. Big Ange possesses a charming charisma that allows him to be liked by almost all footballing fans. But it's no secret that lately Ange has been struggling. Tottenham currently sit in 12th place in the Premier League after 20 matches with only 24 points to their name. They've scored 42 goals but conceded 30, which is the 8th highest number of goals conceded in the Premier League. They average 1.5 goals allowed per match. This poor form has been quite unexpected, especially after finishing the 23-24 season in 5th place with 66 points, just 1 point shy of a UEFA Champions League spot. It seemed like they could push for a Champions League spot at the start of the season, but now that's almost entirely out of the picture. So, what's been going wrong for them this time? On the surface, the club pretty much has everything. Great players, world-class managers, and even a shiny new billion-dollar stadium. And yet, when it comes time to actually win something, they fold like a cheap deck chair at the beach. But after being knocked out of the FA Cup and Carabao Cups, the odds of Daniel Levy sacking Ange are rising by the day. To understand just how good of a manager Ange is, let's take a look at his tactical approach this season. His tactical approach at Tottenham Hotspur is around maintaining possession with purpose, using inverted fullbacks to create midfield overloads while opening spaces for attacking transitions. Offensively, Postecoglou likes his team to exploit spaces and create numerical superiority across the pitch. Now, I don't know about you, but I like numerical superiority. He likes his players to be able to adapt to situations quickly, but still stay within their overall structure. His style focuses on quick transitions and the high pressing to recover possession swiftly, and he uses a high line in defence. To give him credit, no matter the scenario, Ange remains committed to his core tactics. A great example was last season's match against Chelsea, where Spurs received a red card early on. Despite this, they maintained their high defensive line, which was a very risky move. For a few minutes it worked, catching Chelsea offside multiple times. Eventually though, the system failed. But the discipline to stick to his philosophy is evident. To me, this shows that Ange isn't afraid of nothing and will walk right into the den of lions if he has to. However, not all of Tottenham's issues are directly tied to on-field performance. While we've explored the tactical issues surrounding the team, some problems stem from the club's management and transfer strategy. Nearly half of the money spent this season was on Dominic Solanke. While he hasn't performed poorly, prioritising a big money striker was a questionable decision, given Spurs' existing options in Son Heung-min, Richarlison, and the GOAT Timo Werner himself, who can all cover the striker role effectively. Although Richarlison faced heavy criticism last season for not meeting big expectations, football requires patience. With time and consistent opportunities, he could have developed into a reliable option up front. His first season was quite poor, to be fair, but over the course of the season, he picked things back up. One more year would have been great for him, in my opinion. Instead, Tottenham overlooked other positions that need attention. Depth at centre-back remains a big issue, and an additional midfielder capable of playing as a 6 or 8, or both, would have significantly strengthened their squad. Ange has also been extremely unlucky since his appointment. With over 11 players out of the squad due to injury, he's been limited in his options on the field. A backline of Vicario, Van der Ven, Dragusin, Romero, Udogie, as well as starboy James Maddison, have all been sidelined because of injury, leaving Ange no choice but to play an 18-year-old Archie Gray at centre-back. And that's not even his actual position. Despite all this, Spurs are doing great in attack, with 42 goals in 20 matches, which is amazing. United could never do that. It's the second most in the entire Premier League, so that's certainly not an issue. However, their goals conceded is a major problem. Even though this can be explained due to the injury of most key defensive players, what is the real issue at the club? The owners, the players, the managers, or is it something deeper? Something that no amount of money or transfers can fix. The problem isn't just one thing, it's a culture, a mentality issue that's been haunting the club for decades. They've had leaders, but no leadership, talent, but no killer instinct, potential, but no execution. Even managers like Mourinho and Conte, guys who live and breathe for trophies, couldn't fix it. As such, in my humble opinion, emphasis on the humble I do believe that Ange needs more time to prove himself at a club that's known for its lack of success. And I do believe he's the one, the chosen one, to finally bring Spurs a piece of long desired silverware.